Good evening. I, Shabana, my colleague Payal Jaiswal, welcome you all to the inauguration of the Each One Teach One program of Indian Women Scientists Association in collaboration with Vigyan Prasad, the Education Society College, and KJ Sumaya College of Science and Commerce. At the outset, I request you all to kindly switch off your cameras and audios for helping in the smooth transmission of the program to everyone. One child, one teacher, one pen, one book can change the world. These words by Malala seem apt for us today to remember. I would now like to call upon Dr. Lalita Dhareshwar ma'am to give us a brief insight into the Each One Teach One program conceptualized by her. She is the immediate past president and coordinator of the IFSA Vigyan Prasar Collaborative Program. Lalita ma'am, please take over.
Thank you. Thank you, Shabana. And welcome to all members of Vigyan Prasad, the interns who are waiting to start their internship with Each One Teach One, IFSA members and esteemed guests to this inauguration of this unique program. A few months ago, IFSA Science Nurture teachers hit upon this idea and sent a proposal to Vigyan Prasad. And I'm very happy that they accepted and sanctioned this proposal in a very short time. IFSA, as you know, it functions under two main arms. One is the community welfare arm, and the other one is science education. At the base of these lie IFSA mandates, taking science to masses and creating a scientific temper in the society. The Each One Teach One program has been conceived based on these mandates. It is conceived with a twofold vision, with the idea of strengthening the base of education among the needy children and to inculcate an element of social responsibility among the youth, the college students, that they must take an initiative to teach at least one school student per year. How does knowledge and wisdom flow? It is over the bridge which is connecting from one generation to another. So whether we are scientists, faculty in colleges, school teachers, or in any other profession, it is our moral responsibility to teach students from the underprivileged background. It is said that we learn when we teach, which is very, very true. That is what exactly takes place here. One college student is paired up with a school student and also with one IFSA mentor to form a trio. We call it a trio group. And these trios are named after the elements. So we have 15 trios because 15 mentors from Somaya College of Science and Commerce and Vivekananda Education Society's College of Arts, Science and Commerce have registered for this or enrolled for this. So we have 15 trios from hydrogen to phosphorus. The names are given like that. Each trio will occupy a classroom on a Zoom platform. And we are going to start the program from this coming Thursday. The mentors from second year BSc, third year BSc classes would be taking 10 chapters of science and 5 chapters of mathematics for the standard 8 mentees from Sainath English High School from Vashi. We are indeed thankful to the principals of the college principals, Dr. Pragnya Prabhu and Somaya College from Somaya College and Dr. Anita Kanwar from VES for this collaboration. Also, the active faculty members who are taking part in this, Dr. Meena Sharma, Dr. Supriya from Somaya, Dr. Suman Gangar and Dr. Shweta Patil from VS. We are really thankful to you because you have a very big task ahead of you. The college mentors would be teaching 2 days in a week for the coming 3 months. And even before the program has started, we have started getting emails from students from other colleges that they would like to join this program. And we had to tell them that, please hold on. After the 3 months are over, then we will let you know because it's very difficult to manage a large number of people as mentors and mentees. So with this, now I hand over the proceedings, the mic to Shabana and Payal. Please go ahead. I have given you a very brief introduction to this program And as we go by, we will be able to understand it better. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Lalita ma'am. Your thought behind initiating this venture are indeed noble. Now, I would call upon Dr. Rita Mukhopadhyay ma'am to tell us about IFSA in brief. She is the president of IFSA. Over past 15 years, she has been volunteering her services on various committees of IFSA. She pursued her career in genomics at BIRC. Ma'am, please take over the mic.
Thank you very much. And it's indeed a pleasure to be in the inaugural session of such a noble activity, which IWSA is beginning from today. As when we have begun the closing ceremony of the Olympic Japan at Tokyo 2020, within the pandemic, this event could be successfully presented to the world and everybody competed to do their best amongst the pandemic. Same way, amongst the pandemic, IWSA, with the zeal of all our members and the passion which we have in mentorship, in mentoring, we went ahead and the Vigyan Prasar and IWSA collaboration came up successfully. And this program, Each One Teach One, is the fruit of that bridge which our members established for science, for the students, for the posterity, with the mandate of IWSA. So with this, I welcome all of you, the 15 mentor students and the 15 students of class 8 from the Sainath who are going to be the mentor-mentee relationship beginning from Thursday, as Dr. Lalitha has explained so clearly to all of us. IFSA, as you heard from Dr. Lalitha, our mandate is to take science to the masses. And what best other way is through lectures, demonstrations, workshops, internships, and now this. So all the very best to all of the mentor-mentees. Hearty welcome to the 2 colleges who have come forward to join their hands on this program with us. And we look forward to more of such collaborations in the future. And thank you. Dr. Kinkini must have been able to join by now. So thank you, Vigyan Prasar. And only one note I have to tell for my colleagues who are present in this meeting. This is the first time the Zoom, which is being used from the IFSA side. And 2 of our very senior members, Dr. Sudha Padi, the founder member, and Dr. Sunita Mahajan, they are unable to join due to the technical snag. So an excuse from them I have shared with you all. Thank you, with all the best.
Thank you, Rita ma'am, for a quick run through on IFSA activities. Sorry, Dr. Kinkini Das ma'am hasn't not joined yet. So now I give the mic over Payal.
Thank you so much, Shabana. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Devki Ramanathan ma'am to introduce our speaker of the day. Dr. Devki Ramanathan ma'am is one of our past president and member board of trustees of IFSA. Devki ma'am, please take over the mic.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Mrs. Lalitha Ramaswami, the chief guest for today's function. It is a very apt choice, and I'm happy our team agreed to my suggestion. Mrs. Lalitha Ramaswamy has served as a very efficient physics teacher with an experience of 35 years of grooming higher secondary classes in Atomic Energy Junior College and Shaktinagar. After her MSc Physics from Delhi University, she has done her MS in Educational System from BITS, Pilani. She has been an inspiring teacher for students. I can vouchsafe for this because my own children have learned with her. Okay, now many students think physics is a very dry and boring subject, but Mrs. Lalitha Ramaswamy can make it very interesting through her classes. It is noteworthy to know that she got the prestigious National Best Teacher Award from the President of India in the year 2007. Mrs. Lalitha took voluntary retirement from school in 2014 due to certain family constraints. But you know that once a teacher, you are always a teacher forever. She trains students even now privately at home, 3 days for Maharashtra board and 3 days for CBSE syllabus. I'm glad she readily agreed to join us and give us a few demonstrations on how to teach the young ones, the young kids. I'm sure it will be very useful to both our mentors as well as mentees. Over to Mrs. Lalitha Ramaswami.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, good evening, everybody. I just want to say hello to
Your voice is not coming, madam. Madam, your voice is not coming.
the host has muted me. Yeah, now are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes, yes.
Yes. Dr. Rita Mukhopadhyay, madam, because I could not meet Dr. Kinkini Dasgupta today. And of course, our own Lalitha Dareshwar, madam, and Devaki Ramanathan, madam, and all other friends here who have gathered here. I want to first say that I can't talk very in the formal way. So I want to make it look very informal by saying, hello, everybody.
Hello, madam. Hello.
Yes. So,
Hello.
Hello.
I start my lecture because as a teacher, you know, we tend to become very close to the students. That is a first main point in it. So now first of all, let me say, I should thank the organization for asking me to become the, to address the gathering and give my suggestions to you. First of all, I want to appreciate the organizers. Superb idea. Fantastic. Awesome. Really, how did you ever get to know this one-on-one and each one teach one? It's a novel idea, I say. I have seen so many organizations, so many. I have also gone through many of the NGOs and all. We work with a team of students and we teach them. Okay. But here you have thought about each one teach one. It is entirely new concept. And I really salute for that, you know, because it's a wonderful idea. Only today I got one clipping, you know, of video saying that the system of education is not very good because so many children sit in front of us and the teacher keeps on teaching to different children with different thoughts and different ideas, and then the child is just made to study. No, here you have chosen each one teach one. It's a superb idea. I really want to appreciate that first. First, I wanted to say this. And I was just imagining and thinking 2 days back, when you have conceptualized something, no, you need to have a group. Like if you have made a song, you have written a song, you need a person who has to, create music behind it, and then an orchestra. Then you need one singer. All of them put together, only the song is complete, and everybody appreciates the song. Same way, here you have brought out Vigyan Pariprasad and all these colleges, Somaya and very, very famous Vivekananda, and my own Sainath school students. I'm really amazed with this kind of conceptualizing. I mean, I feel, even I have fantastic ideas. I want to do this. I want to do this for the society. But when it comes to actual materializing it, you need a group, you see. So you have got a wonderful group which can really complete whatever you thought of, whatever you have imagined, that's going to materialize. 100% sure I am, because after watching all of you now today, even if it is Zoom, it's okay. All right. There are negative and positive. We can always have a big debate on whether Zoom is okay, whether online is okay or not. But let us take the positive of it, no? And say that, yes, with the Zoom, at least with this pandemic situation and this kind of lockdown situation, we are able to do something to the society, isn't it so? So I feel that this group that you have made is remarkably good. It is going to really, really make you come up with a best result. I want to give a big applause for this.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Now I want to come to that mentees. I think mentees are also here. I mean, the children are there.
Yes, they're there.
So children, don't, leave this opportunity, okay? You got a wonderful opportunity. I have taught Saina children. In Sai Prem, there was a group of people who made me teach 8th standard, 9th standard. Oh no, that was the best period of my life, I would say. I enjoyed teaching Saina children. And so Saina children, you are very lucky. You got wonderful principal with you, and they have chosen you 15. Think about it, 15 children are chosen for this one excellent effort of this IWSA. Okay, so don't miss this opportunity. Take the maximum of it. Be very curious. Take all these mentees, mentors, don't leave them. Mentors ko na question puchte rehna. Keep asking doubts, keep asking questions. And this is a one-time opportunity. Whenever we get an opportunity, you should never miss it. See, I have come today like that. You should never miss an opportunity given to you. Okay? One-time opportunity, don't miss it. Out of so many children in the college, school, 15 children are chosen, right? So you are one among them. So you are great. You're beautiful. So you take maximum advantage of this situation, and then ask all the questions, be curious, ask, especially science, especially physics, I will say, because it's my subject, especially science. You get up, it is science. You watch some program, it is science. Your eyesight is science. You are breathing air, that is science. You walk, you science. Pressure, power, everything is science. Car mein ja rahe hain, that is science. Okay, so when science is so much in you, all over around you. See, for example, current. Today I was really worried. Current should not go. I should be able to talk. Isn't it so? So current, electricity, magnets, everything, flower blooming, that is science. So when we have got the chance of learning science, shouldn't we take it up? Shouldn't we understand it? Isn't it? So many are not getting an opportunity. We have got it. So don't miss it at all, my dear children. Definitely take it and ask these mentors why it is happening. These are the 2-3 questions. You keep it in your mind, okay? Why it is happening? What is it? How it is happening? All right? And then you get the answer for all these things. Then once you get the answers, you feel so happy, so satisfied in life, you see. And when you grow up also, you will remember. Not like any other subject, you see. Science, if you have understood once, you don't have to keep on studying, okay? Once you know the subject, you don't have to study. You know it. You know Newton's laws of motion. The apple falls down. Yeah, I know it. When you grow up also, any field you go to, any field, last year only one child made one gadget. That is, she said, ma'am, I love music. I want to become a singer. But in music also, there are so many science, so much of science is involved. For example, you take Tanpura, everything is science. you know, sonometer, different kind of arrangements. You get the different notes of music, sarigama. So I said, you connect science with your music. So that way, similarly, another child told me, geology I am studying, ma'am, but your notes of 12th standard is useful for me now. I said, how could that be? You are studying about rocks and you are talking about physics? She said, no, ma'am, there are so much of elasticity and everything involved, you see. So children, don't miss the chance. Ask all the doubts, everything connecting science. Get to know about it. You will love it, I tell you. I assure you will love it. Okay. And finally, let me come to my friends, mentors. Okay, that is my jurisdiction. I want to talk more to the mentors, right? So mentors, again, I say that many of us want to do something for the society. Especially I've seen your age group, especially BSc, MSc level. You want to do so much to my country. I want to do something. अरे अपने को आइडिया है लेकिन हाउ टू गो अबाउट वेयर टू गो अबाउट सी IWSA has given you chance, Vigyan Prasar has given you chance, 15 of you. You are very fortunate, I say. We never had such kind of a things like that. So you have got it, so you must use it. And teaching is pleasure. The other day I was telling Devaki madam also, a teacher is always a learner. So when you are in BSc, MSc level, you are a learner and teacher. Okay. So when you have taken this teaching profession, actually it is not teaching. You are doing mentoring. That's a tough word. Mentoring means you are going to talk to one child only, isn't it? You have to come down to her level. Okay. The child is small, 8th standard. These people know they have been very, very smart. Our IWSA people, they are superb. They have chosen 8th standard. 4th or 5th standard mein choose kare. The child, 4th or 5th standard child, he will say, one day he will say, I want to become an engineer. The second day the child says, I want to become a carpenter. Third day the child says, I want to become police inspector. I mean, the child is wavering. Whereas 12th standard, whom I am teaching, 12th standard and all, they will say, I am already decided, madam, I have to do engineering or medicine, that's the decision they take. So they are also clear. But this 8th standard is a pivotal level. There they decide what is good for them, what is that they are going to do in life. Let me tell you. So mentors, you have to be very careful in handling these 8th standard children. I have noticed it. 8th standard child, Sainath, that child, I taught, I'm not boasting myself, but I feel like sharing it with you, the happiness. A few years back, I met her. She has done engineering and now she is taking care of, she is only telling me, ma'am, I am taking care of my family. She is earning a lot and she's taking care of family. And she comes and tells me, ma'am, it was all because of you. What did I do? I didn't even remember her name. So sad. But then I said, my God, I didn't know when I was teaching, I had put in so much of impact in you. I was so happy. Abhi to main lifelong bolungi nahi uska. Isn't it so? So similarly, why I'm telling you to mentors is, if you teach this child, whom you have been given, the child is going to thank you lifelong. It is beyond any award. It is beyond any wealth, power. Nothing is equivalent to teaching, to mentoring. Mentoring means what? You are developing the overall personality of the child. Not only studying, science is fine, very good, but at the same time, you can talk to her. Many children, they come and tell us about the problems which they may not share with their parents also, but the teachers, they share. So these mentors, come to their level, talk to them, get to know them, don't become very friendly, then they will sit on your head, okay, be careful. But at the same time, you just have a good one-on-one conversation and then develop them. That's your responsibility. So it is a responsibility. When I say, it is very, very big also. It is very challenging. Okay. So if you do a negative way, gaya. All right. So you have to be the positive style and then give them entirely your whole whatever you want to do, no, for the society. Do it for one child today, and that is what it is. I mean, that's a final satisfaction that you can ever get in life. Let me tell you that. Okay. And then now I come to the different style. I hope I'm not taking too much time, but I wanted to talk to you a lot. I was telling Lalitha madam the other day, I don't know how long I will go. She said, you go on. I said, okay. So we teachers, we have the habit of talking a lot. Let me tell you that. Anyways, teachers, I mean, mentors rather, you have to have different procedures, okay, of teaching. There are different methodology of teaching. Just short way, I will tell you. One is lecture method, okay. The lecture method is not very good. I have not seen it to be really interesting. The lecture method, that is in which you are just reading, class mein aise hi padhte hain. The child is going here and there. In fact, especially online, the child goes here and there. Child doesn't even know what is happening. Okay, that is not a good thing to teach, especially science. Please don't, avoid lecture method. You can have that lecture method at the end of this chapter, no? Make the child read line by line, underline, make some highlighting and all. Like my child, my granddaughter asked me to show you this paper. Underline, color it, okay? Then when you see it, when you open the page, you will like to read. You will love to read when it is colorful, So you take some highlighter and then mark it. Like that, you can do that lecture method at the end of this chapter. Initially, you have to ask a few questions, and questioning technique, we call it. In questioning technique, it is fun because you are just introducing all sorts of curiosity in the child. Every chapter, try to use questioning technique. Okay, that is, you just make them find out. You just give a broad question. Arey, kyun aise hota hai? Think about it and tell me tomorrow, and things like that. Okay, and why the car is taking, when the car is taking turn, you just try to adjust yourself. In fact, a secret is, I was teaching inertia motion. And in Delhi, the bus service in Delhi, our people will know about the Delhi bus service. And I was running and getting down from the bus. I was running in the direction of bus and coming down. One child saw me, Teacher, many a problem hota hai. The children are noticing you. You have to be very ideal and proper, so that you are good, in their eyes. So I said, yeah, this is the example I am giving you for inertia motion. Like that, you can ask some question. Why do you do that? And leave it for them to think about it and decide. Okay, that's called questioning technique. The third technique I like is one-on-one. Since you have got one-on-one student teacher, what you can do is, you can do this KBC, multiple choice, because nowadays everything is on multiple choice. Okay, so 4 options diya. You tell the child to make some question paper, okay, on that particular chapter, and you make one set of questions. Mentees, make questions for the mentors, okay, and mentors, please try to make some good questions so that the child can answer it. All right, that is the understanding. And you ask one question to the child asks one question to you. Okay, give points. Whoever wins gets the ice cream. When you meet, you don't know when you will meet. Anyways, we will meet a few days after that. Things are all going to become normal, okay? This pandemic situation is not going to be forever, come on. So at that time, remember to give the ice cream or chocolate, which we hope. Chota sa gift dina, ya pen. These are all good fun, I used to do that. Whoever, I used to take pens in my bag, whoever wins, I give the pen. Oh, the child will be very happy to get the pen and show it to others, I got the pen. So that gives a moral boosting for the child. So this kind of a method also you can apply. The fourth one is the best one, which is experimenting method. Okay, experimentation. In that, you have to show some experiment. Nowadays, online, you can easily show घर में जो material है उसको रखे, you show some experiment and ask the child to find out why, what is happening. Take some readings, get me the answer. All right. In fact, in foreign countries and all, they do like that only. They teach like that. So it is easy for us, घर में जो है, the material which are there, don't make them buy and all, no need. घर में जो materials है, with that, you just show some experiment and then scientific reasoning, analyzing, curiosity, everything will be developed in that. Okay. And then conclusion. That conclusion the child has to make by herself, all right? And child will remember, ever, forever, I will say, all right? So with this, I have made some few chapters. I was going through all these 10 chapters for you all, and I made some slides for that. Can I show that? Okay, just 3 chapters I have chosen, and I would like to do the share screen part of it. Can you do it for me? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Will it animation will come? Yeah. Yes. So this is just the starting slide of mine for teaching science. Okay. So let me go to the first. Go to the next slide, please. Can I do it or you have to do it? Anyway, they have done it. It's nice for me. Thank you. So first chapter, as an example, I took biology, all right, organ system. I think second or third chapter in that book. Book is really very well written. Let me tell you that. That you have to tell the students first. Give only positive things. Arey, kya likha hai book mein? Don't say like that. Book is beautifully written. How you take it from the book is what is important, isn't it? So just say this book. Actually speaking, book is very well written for 8th standard. 8th standard children, you can really do very, very many experiments with this topics that they are selected. Can you go to the next one? The organ system. I thought you can teach like this. You have got plenty of, you are all youngsters, you all have excellent ideas, okay? I thought you can do like this. This you can do by animation with the computer slides. Nowadays, Google Jindabad have plenty of slides. You can pick up some slides and do it, okay? So I did this. In organ system, there are two topics. One is respiratory system and the other one is, I think, circulatory system, okay? Now, in respiratory system, I picked up this. I liked it. The person, when he inhales, there are 4 parts in respiratory system. Can you see? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 4 parts are nose, pharynx, trachea, and lungs. When the person inhales, it is not moving. It's not animated. When the person inhales, the lungs expand. Mentees, are you able to see that? Come on, it expands. Okay. When the air goes out, when you exhale, the lungs go in. Okay. You can easily experience it by doing it. What is that? Pranayam. All right. Yoga is again science. All right. Yoga is complete science. We should learn science, isn't it? Science is fun, right? So let's see, when you inhale, the lungs expand. When you exhale, the lungs are contracting. Can we go to the next one, please? Yes, in this I have tried to take up to show that the diaphragm moves downwards. The rib cage is expanding so that the lungs inside are able to expand. Okay. And then when the diaphragm goes in, then the rib cage contracts and then the air is going out. For that, I picked up this slide. Hey, there are so many slides available. And online teaching is fun, let me tell you that. I will always vouch for online teaching. Any time of the day, call the child and then teach. Chalo, start karte hain, like that. No? So I'm for online teaching, especially one-on-one, yes. With a big group, my God, it is a torture for the teacher, I know that. But anyways, for one child, it is very, very nice. So you can show this, okay? Go to the next, please. Yeah, I mean, the mentors, you all know much more than what I know. The alveolus, gaseous exchange takes place in the alveolus. That is air-like sacs that are covered with blood vessels. What happens in the other slide? When the blood comes in, exchange of gases take place. Oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. Right? See, it's nicely shown in the slide. I hope all of you can see it. Huh? So beautiful. Oxygen is taken in, carbon dioxide is given out. Every child knows, I think, when you inhale and then in the lungs, the oxygen carbon dioxide shifting happens and carbon dioxide comes out through the nose when you exhale. That one, that is shown in this slide. Okay, so this chapter, I thought you can show it by this, or also experiment. You can make them do experiment and two bulbs and all. I used to do when I was in 8th standard, like you all children. We have done this kind of an experiment of bulb, two balloons, Lelia, and then it expands and contracts. It is really very interesting. We got prize also in exhibition. Okay, so you can do that. This is shown in this. Can you go to the next one, please? Yeah, the next part is the circulatory system. So maybe we can do plenty of experiments. Come on, science is fun. You can do wonders with science. Okay, so in this, what slide he is showing? Circulatory system. Abhi tum textbook say just you read it. Will the child enjoy? No, child will not remember also. If you show something like this, I feel the child really remembers and child recollect, understands kya ho raha hai mere body mein, what is happening in my mind, in my body. The child really connects with that. And then as and when the child grows, child is going to do science. Come on. Okay. So that is the assurance I feel they get it. 8th standard is very good class, you can enjoy teaching 8th standard science and maths. Okay, so here we are showing different parts of circulatory system. Next one is very nice one. Yeah, इसमें क्या होता है? The impure blood comes to right auricle, then goes to the left auricle through a valve. Again, physics comes in, okay? And that goes to the lungs, blue color, that goes to the lungs. And from the lungs, the good blood, oxygenated blood comes to left auricle, comes to left ventricle and pumps to the entire body, all the body, the parts. It pumps systolic and diastolic. अपने को पता है ना, blood pressure, they use the word blood pressure, pulse rate and all this. Nowadays, oxygen level, they see, nowadays because of this pandemic, we know many words also, isn't it? So all these things are happening. The blood, it should pump in such a way that it is able to go till yahan, from the head to the toe, good blood goes. And bad blood is collected and brought into this right auricle, then goes to the right ventricle. Blood pressure, ECG, all these things are physics. Okay, so you have to learn physics and chemistry and biology, but I will insist, I will stress on physics. Okay, anyways, this is what it is showing. Blood circulation, how it happens in auricle and ventricle. How much ever I know, I'm telling you. Okay, go to the next slide, please. Yeah. The arteries and veins and the capillaries connecting. Let me tell you, when I was small in 8th standard, na, abhi to buddhi ho gayi. I was in 8th standard, I used to think blue color, at that time also blue color and red color for good. I used to think impure blood is blue in color. So please clarify to the students, okay, that for demonstration, blue color and red color arteries and veins are connected with capillary tubes, and capillary tubes are everywhere in the body. Touch skin, I mean, the blood starts oozing out. My God. So you have to be careful, isn't it? So all that you can show by this. Go to the next. Yes, the components of blood we have discussed about, that is plasma, red blood cells, and white blood cells, and platelets. Nowadays, all these words are used by people, you know. Of course, our children, Saina children, many of them are first generation learners. Please, girls, please, mentors, remember this, okay? So they are not having facilities, maybe they may not, okay? So we should not think about that, but you should tell them all these terms to them and familiarize them with all this. They really shine later very well. See, people are getting bronze, gold medal in this Olympics. They had been coming out from very simple lifestyle. See, so similarly here also, the children, they are having lot of things here. Only thing is, they have not been exposed to this kind of a situation, condition, to see it's your duty now. You have a wonderful chance. You please cash it on that. Okay. So I wanted to say that the component of blood consists of all these things. Go to the next one. Nowadays, I like this fellow, you know, white blood cell fellow. He really hits the bacteria, kills the bacteria, and then so white blood cells are very, very important in the body. So tell the children that that is what is a behavior of white blood cell. It hits the bacteria and kills the bacteria. Okay, so do that. I thought this animation type of lecture for this chapter would be very, very nice. Okay, so let's go to the next one. My field, okay, that is current, electricity, and magnetism. I took a very small chapter actually. It has hardly anything in that. There is a pressure and force ka chapter hai. Archimedes principle, everything is there, girls. I mean, mentors, I'm talking more to the mentors, I think so. I'm so sorry, but I have to do it. But I thought this was, I mean, go to the next, no problem. Go to the next. Go to the next, please. Here you can show, I mean, this you can do this chapter, you know, I thought you can do with the help of experiments. Okay. Child has a bulb in the house. Child has a torch light and all, you know. So wahan se they can take the battery and connect it with the wire. See that the light is glowing. So they understand that the battery is a source of EMF. It gives rise to, we should use simpler words, and electrons flow through it, through the wire, and makes the, I mean, energy coming out as heat and light, which is made to, so that the bulb glows. Nowadays, without current, life is miserable, isn't it? So this is what it is. And the light will glow only when the battery is having a potential difference, okay? Then only the electrons will flow from negative to positive, and actually current flows from positive to negative. I think they study in 10th standard about that. You can just indicate this at home. They can show the apparatus and ask them to search for something and then collect some materials. And I think that will be very nice. Okay, go to the next slide. Yeah, this again, you can do experiment. This is the textbook photo, textbook thing. Okay, what they have done is they have taken one iron, I mean one nail, big nail they have taken. These children will have it at home, and a battery and a wire. Okay, just wind it. Children, are you listening? You can do it. Okay, and connect it with the battery. Now the nail starts acting like a magnet. Very nice. Take one iron piece or something like that, near it, it will attract. But the only difference between the general magnet, which you have it in the fridge, that magnet is permanent magnet. This one is electromagnet. It is called, when current flows through the wire, then it will act like a magnet. When current stops, it will not act like a magnet. That is, when you remove this battery connection, it will no longer act like a magnet. Only when the current flows through the wire, then the nail, which is of iron, it will act like a magnet. It will pick up small pins and all. As the child will make it, and realize, oh, it is electromagnet. I know the new word, electromagnet. Child feels very proud to use some very good science words, They feel they are really elevated to a higher level. Children, you must understand that learning science is something really required, because jo bhi ho raha hai life mein, we should know about it, isn't it? Why it is happening, what is happening, we should know it, isn't it? So please get to know these things and then put it in practice. Any line you take later in life, put these things in practice. This 3 months that these people are going to teach you, that will remain forever in life. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you. Why? Because recently, 2-3 days back, with the Guru Purnima, we get many, messages from our ex-students. One child, like this only, I was teaching in NGO. One child has finished her 12th. I was teaching her in 8th standard, okay? Now she has finished her 12th and she is gone to do medicine. She's in second year MBBS. You should look at her eyes, it's bubbling with happiness. Man, I have done it. She was feeling so happy, that is possible now. Now is the time. These 3 months are very crucial for you. Use it, okay? So this experiment, you can do it at home and enjoy, okay? Go to the next one. Yes, this we all have it at home, okay? Electric bell. When you press it, the bell rings. Why is it ringing? It's because of that electromagnet. That electromagnet starts behaving like a magnet when the current flows, okay? And it hits and bangs the portion, gets the sound. When you remove your hand, current stops. When the current stops, what did I tell you? It will no longer act as a magnet. So this thing will come back. So ringing will stop. घर में सबके घर में है electric bell तो है, but we were not knowing that it is because of electromagnet. It is happening. So we must know it, isn't it? So this I thought is very, very useful. The child can, associate science with day-to-day life. That is what you have to make. Science is everywhere. Science is real fun. Science, that is my title of the topic, no? So I want to use it again and again. Science is fun. Learning science is beautiful. And you must know it. Come on. We are born as human beings and we must know why, what is happening. So science, we must study. Enjoy science. Okay. Go to the next slide. Third, I picked up one chapter of chemistry. This I thought you can do it by project method. Project or chart model. It has worked very well for me. I used to not start teaching. I used to say, come on, make charts. The child is enjoying, especially 8th standard. No, these children, they love coloring and all, and then paste it. Okay, this chapter you can do that. That is doing this chapter with the help of charts and models. Okay, chemistry, many chapters, chemistry, they have given the names like that. I was told, so nice. What an idea, I say. IWSA. Hands off to you. Really, salute. So you've given very nice names for the groups of people. Anyways, this inside of the atom, go to the next slide. There are so many theories, Dalton theory, Rutherford theory, Baumann's theory, all that is told. let's come straight to the final theory. Central nucleus and electrons are revolving. Okay, electrons are revolving. Central nucleus has got protons and neutrons. Mentors, all of you know it. Mentors, you're going to learn so much, so many things if you're not knowing. I mean, you were just studying for the sake of studying. No, now when you teach, you will understand much better. Many of the concepts I was not knowing very well, just wrote it for the examination sake. But then after I started teaching, I started understanding very well, because some child or other will ask some questions. Then I have to find out the answer, which wouldn't have stuck in my mind at all. And then I got the answers. So because of that, I knew much more. So by learning, I mean, it is one where sharing, you know. So you can learn much more. Many things. Your BSc, MSc, you will fly up in the air. I mean, you will really come up in life in BSc, MSc levels also. So this one I felt, I mean, this is a common one, which many of you would have seen. Go to the next, just the next one, please. Yeah, this is what I wanted you to tell the children to do it. I mean, my idea, okay? I'm just suggesting. I'm not forcing, I'm not saying anything. You have got your own ideas, you do it. But I thought this was very nice. So I picked it up. Chart making. Ask them to take some dals, you know, that urad dal, moong dal type of a thing. Let them color it. Take a chart paper. There is a big list in the textbook. Okay. Ask them to make the circles, nucleus, and then the electron. Especially for sodium, how many electrons, so many you paste. Make one color for one color dal for electron. Then little thicker, heavier maybe for neutron, which you have to keep it in the, I mean, paste with glue stick, paste, you know. You can paste all that, and then put it as a nucleus, neutrons and protons. You can also say number of, they will themselves learn number of protons equal to number of electrons equal to atomic number, what is atomic mass. In fact, you go one step above, you know. Why should you stick on to the textbook? Go one step above. They are very good. My science children are fantastic, I know that. So they can capture much more than what you expect them to. So you can go one step ahead. Go to the 9th standard level. Teach them. They will take it. In fact, one year I showed Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan and all out of the syllabus. I did it. And then I showed one video. I told them, you have to see the video seriously. And then I'll ask you questions. I asked some questions. They had to see the video. And then they had to give the answers. You know, out of the syllabus. Go for it. No problem. But this is this kind of a chart of all the elements that they can make. Paste it on the door, especially chemistry, you know, I used to find it very difficult. Let me tell you very frankly, memorizing, difficult. So you ask them to make the chart, paste it on the board, on the door, or on the top of their table where they study or sleep, on the wall. Let them paste it. Then, you know, while going and coming in the house, just their eyesight will go on to that. They will remember. First of all, they have made it, so they will remember. On top of it, they will remember because they are continuously moving up and down. At least for 8 months, they move, no? They will remember forever. Okay? This you can try, all right? By chart making or model making. Go to the next. This is our final slide. This is where our IWSA people have come. That is our scientists, women scientists. This is there in the textbook. Nuclear reactor, you have to teach. Okay. But I wanted to put this picture itself is there in the textbook. I wanted to tell you that we are all from very good program. I mean, BARC, and this I picked it for mainly for mentors because we are doing BSc and MSc. After MSc, if you want to become teacher, yes, our college is open for you. You can all apply. You can be in the college. You can do your teaching there, or you can go to this organization. You do MSc and then some CAT exam or something they have to write, and then get into this. You know what? Nowadays, I find so many children, they do mechanical engineering. Okay. Then their work is entirely different. They do in finance or marketing. Kaha mechanical engineering, kaha wo? Okay. Whereas this field of BARC, you have studied some subject, you are into that same subject, abhi tak hai, still going on. Your passion is that subject, isn't it? So you have chosen that science. And you can continue, you can do research, you can do, I mean, sky is the limit, I would say. So that's the main reason I have put this. In fact, I showed it to my students. They also wanted to join this. Ma'am, what is the procedure? Or that they asked. So I thought I should show this slide to you. Okay. So then, thanks a lot. Let me come to the last slide. Yes, thank you very much. I enjoyed talking to you all, even if it was Zoom. But then things will improve. My phone number is there with you all. I mean, you can give it to them, give it to all the mentors and mentees, no problem. And I'm always available. I'm retired now, so I'm always available. I'll not say 24/7, okay? I'll say 19/7. Why? Because 5 hours to sone ko hota hai. So 19/7, I'm available. Anything you want to ask, any doubt, even whether it is pertaining to physics or your subject or your life, I'm there for you. I'm always there for you. You can take my help. I'll be more than happy. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. I enjoyed talking to you. And I want to specifically thank IWSA and Vigyan Prasar. Am I pronouncing correctly? South Indian. And Somya College and Vivekananda, I have an association because how many times we have gone as examiners there, and they have come to our school, our college also. So I know most of them. So I feel I'm part of them. And Sai Nath to mera hi hai because I've taught them for so many years in private, conditions. So I felt as if I was one among the family members. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for an excellent lecture, Lalitha Ramaswami ji. It's really wonderful. Yeah.
Most informal. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you really talk to the mentors and mentees. Yeah. It was very nice.
Payal take over.
I think Dr. Nidhi is here from Vigyan Prasar. In case you would like to say something, maybe because Kinkini ma'am could not join somehow. She tried a lot and it was not possible. Maybe Nidhi could say something, what you feel. I mean, what are your views in this, you know?
Thank you so much, Lalita ma'am, for your enlightening talk.
Yeah, Dr. Nidhi is there. I'm just asking her whether she can come over and share some her thoughts on this because Kinkini ma'am could not come. Dr. Nidhi, are you there?
She's there, but not active,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh.
Okay, Payal may begin, Lalita ma'am.
In case college faculty members or mentors themselves would like to pose any questions or say something, that also will be nice, you know, to hear them out. So would anybody like to say something? Dr. Meena Sharma, Supriya, and Dr. Shweta Patil, Dr. Suman. Anybody would like to?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shweta here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy that our students are going to be participating in this. It wouldn't be a really big way, but yes, in our small way, we will try to be a part of this activity. And I really loved the session that ma'am took just now. Her expressions were, she was so enthusiastic that I really felt that I could have had a teacher like her. Thank you and all the best to all of us.
Yes, you have said what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Lalitha, I'd like to share a few thoughts if the teachers have already spoken. Hello,
Yes, madam. You go ahead.
who's the madam?
Yes. Surekha.
I thought I had a name. Acha. Thank you, Devki. You know, this is a lovely program, and I'm sure both the mentor and mentee will enjoy teaching each other. I mentioned teaching each other as Mrs. Ramaswamy particularly emphasized, and I think it really is a teaching experience for both of them. And I think this is also a forum where I would like to place on record that maybe beyond the scope of school and college students, could the mentor and mentee both look forward to teaching, you know, the underprivileged within their society members, you know, in and around their homes, uh, in the individuals who would not even have had a chance to go to school or let alone college, but are there to help them out with their home and running their homes. So they could not alone be mentor and mentee at this level, but they could be mentor and mentors also to those who come and help us out at different levels of society. And that will be a even more engaging, and a very fulfilling experience. And I think we should all be doing this in addition to what is planned here. This, of course, is a must because there are several who are uh, engaging in organized study protocols, and the students also will understand their responsibilities of teaching and learning from the youngsters. But we have to also look beyond and take this beyond the scope of your college and school. I think that will also be another very, very fulfilling experience to everybody.
Ayel, you were saying something. You wanted to say something. Can you please go ahead?
Yes, I would like to thank first of all Lalitha Ramaswamy ma'am, and it was really a enlightening talk with her. Ma'am, you correctly mentioned that teaching is a process of learning because, and the other sentence of yours that teachers learn when she teach, and the students do learn more effectively and remember those things when they do that thing by their own selves. As because our teachers also say that do this thing until we ask a question, we do not remember it. Asking an question and finding the answer for that by own self makes us learn more effectively. Thank you so much.
Yes. God bless.
Okay. Uh,
Ayel, with
Yeah.
your vote of thanks.
Also, the talk of Lalitha ma'am reminds me of a quote by APJ Abdul Kalam sir that teaching is a very noble profession that shapes the character, caliber, and future of a student. If people remember me as a good teacher, that would be the biggest honor for me. So this indeed holds true for every teacher. Now, I would like to propose my vote of thanks to each and every person present here. Firstly, to our speaker, Mrs. Lalitha Ramaswamy ma'am. And secondly, to the principal and staff of Sinat School. A special thanks also to the IFSA members, to the professors of KJ Somaya College and Vivekananda Education Society College to giving us the support. And a thanks to the students of Sinat School to making us as a teacher. And at last, but not the least, I would like to thank all the students from Somaya and VES College for willingly volunteering for this initiative. Thank you each and every person for your presence and your time for this inauguration program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Payal. Thank you, Shabana.
Thank you, everyone. It was a good beginning. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.